Capitol Hill is debating the best way to handle anonymous tipsters who call in terror threats, also known as John Does. Time now for a fair and balanced debate on this subject. Nihad Awad is the executive director on the Council on American Islamic Relations, and New York Congressman Peter King is a ranking member of the House Homeland Security Committee. Gentlemen, welcome to you both. Nihad, let's begin with you. I understand that you're your organization is at least looking into the possibilities of suing John Does based on racial profiling or being a racist. How can you even prove that?
Well, Kelly, I think the crux of the whole lawsuit is against US Airways for unlawfully removing the six gentlemen from the flight and denying them service after they were cleared from the FBI or by the FBI. The bulk of the lawsuit is also centered around those who actually removed them and arrested them and denied them their Miranda rights. They did not read them to them, and also the false claims and accusations against the Imams that tarnish their image and their reputation in a way that I think is irreparable. The John
Doe situation, you're going after people who basically thought they were doing the right thing and reporting what appeared to be a very disturbing situation.
The complaint has been amended, to be fair, and it includes only those who maliciously reported what they believe suspicious criminal activity.
All right.
But at the same time, that's why we have, the justice system. We have courts for people to debate this to see if it was done in bad faith or
Congressman Peter King, I got to get you in on this. What do you say about this matter?
This is absolute insanity. The fact is, the average citizen is the eyes and ears of the police, of the FBI, of law enforcement of the country. In the post-9/11 world, we're asking our citizens if they see something to report it, see something, say something. And they can't be wondering in the back of their head, are they going to be sued if somehow it turns out the person ultimately is not involved? I say in the post-9/11 world, and as we're fighting Islamic terrorism, our goal has to be, our presumption has to be to allow people to come forward and to offer what they think is evidence of suspicious activity. If there's nothing there, fine. But as we learned on 9/11, if the passengers had been as alert on 9/11 as we're asking them to be now, we may not have had the incidents that we did. And so these people should be commended for coming forward, not being sued.
Okay, Congressman, I definitely understand. Mr. Awad, based on what the Congressman just said, isn't it possible that by putting out this John Doe lawsuit, you're actually compelling people or stopping people, squelching them from actually moving forward and be vigilant?
No, absolutely.
You don't think so?
And no, and I think the congressman is absolutely wrong, and he's biased for his views, and this is very known in the Congress and to the American Muslim community. By even saying that Islamic terrorism, that shows his lack of understanding of Islam.
Congressman King, is this really a lack of understanding of Islam, or is it an act of being protective about all the people in the United States, including Muslims?
Kelly, I want to protect all people, including Muslims, and I wish Cair was more vigilant in fighting Islamic terrorism than they are in suing John Does. Cair, even people like Senator Schumer have said how extremist Cair is. And to me, we have to stand by civilians who want to protect all Americans, Christians, Jews, Muslims, all good people in this country. But Islamic terrorism is the issue today. There's no doubt about it.
Mr. White?
That's the enemy.
I think the congressman is very extremist in his approach, in his mentality, in his statements. And let's be frank and be just clear on this. Today, some people do not want to sit with a Muslim in a plane. 50 years ago, some people did not want to sit in the same restaurant with black people.
Absolutely, that is absolute nonsense. That is absolute nonsense. All
right, gentlemen, real quickly before we go, Mr. Awad, real quickly before we go, we're not going to get anywhere accusing each other of being extremists. The bottom line is we have to get somewhere. We're reaching that point together, and that is Homeland Security being vigilant. Would you agree with that, sir?
Absolutely, we agree, and we just this lawsuit is against abuse by mobs, and Peter King supports these people. That's
absolutely. We have to encourage people, and having lawsuits like this is only going to
you're encouraging Islamophobia.
All right, gentlemen, it's clear that we still have a lot more to do. I want to thank you both, Nihad Awad, as well as Congressman Peter King, talking about a very important issue to America, and that is Homeland Security, and how do we do it and address it in the future. Just ahead on Fox and Friends,